Thank you all. Thanks for the chance for coming by. To Sodexo, to you, Kerwin, and to you, Blaine, to Annie's Fund. Congratulations on a great vision and what you're making possible here. And to all of the companies that are here represented, thank you for your commitment to making sure that the people of the state of Washington in these most desperate times are going to be able to make it. We're joined by two wonderful legislators, Representative Kandata, thank you for coming, right in your own backyard, appreciate it. Representative Phyllis Gutierrez-Kinney, who came from the western part of the state. Phyllis, thank you for your coming. Thank you all for what you're doing to harvest this and for our farmers for growing. You know, I made a commitment that I was going to myself, along with my family, give no less than an hour a month, most often at a food bank like yours. And we've done that, and we continue to do that. I learned that lesson because as I read about the Great Depression, more than frankly I ever thought I'd ever in my life, trying to learn some lessons from them, I asked myself, how did people come out of that depression so united, so committed, as like a new and positive day for the country? In fact, went on obviously to win the war, but how they did it is they started looking out for their fellow human being. They started saying that we need to help our fellow neighbor in these tough times. We need to be a person who, when we have the ability to give, we give, because when we don't have the ability to give, we want someone to be able to give to us. This is a great food bank. I recently visited one in Seattle. I want you to know my experience. I was standing there, and most of the people who came through the line recognized me. One gentleman came through and he recognized me and he said, you know, I've been coming to this food bank for years, but I have always stood on your side of the table. He had never, ever been a recipient of the food bank services. He had always been one to give out the food. And he said, you know, in these tough times, I was surprised, but here I am. And thank goodness for things like food banks. What would we do without them? Your goal, your vision of 1 million, thank you. Congratulations, well done. To all of you for what you're doing in these most difficult times, to making sure that our families are going to be able to have the food that they need, thank you for what you're doing. Representative Ormsby has joined us from Spokane. Thank you, Representative Ormsby. So I come to celebrate today the new data center here to create some jobs, to start a new economic opportunity for the Quincy area. I'm going to go over to the intermodal, take a look at what we're doing with cold storage by taking our wonderful agriculture and sending it east. But meanwhile, we can do all that good, create all those jobs, send our crops around the globe, but we need to fundamentally remember priority number one, which is to help the people in our own backyard. And that's what today is about. I thank you all for what you do. I congratulate you. It's great to see a food bank in Quincy here of this caliber. And I ask God to bless each and every one of you for what you're doing for the people of the state of Washington. Thank you all very much.
Thanks. Thank you very much. On behalf of Sodexo, we're so happy to be here and have the opportunity to serve this community. We have over 46 partners, business partners, from across the state and even including Alaska that are part of Sodexo family, here to serve you and to prepare the food for you. I want to say a little bit about how this partnership started. We call it the vertically integrated partnership because we take it from the farmer, which is Hirai Farms, all the way through to the harvesting, to the wholesalers, to the producer, to the retailer, and then to all of you, the end user. I met Blaine Hirai from Hirai Farms about 3 years ago and started up a friendship. And they said, you know what, we have over 700 managers in the Washington and Oregon and Idaho area that are more than happy and would like to participate in the Stop Hunger effort here in the state and in supporting Governor Gregoire's initiative to feed Washington. And he said, well, I have product, do you have people? And so we said, we have people, you have product, we will then partner together and work together to give away the food and to serve those in need. So, it's been a great ride for the past 3 years. We look forward to continuing this effort. Our goal is to serve over 1 million families in the state of Washington and to continue our efforts. So, without further ado, I want to introduce to you my partner, and good friend, Blaine Hirai from Hirai Farms and Annie's Fund.
A few years ago, we got together with Sodexo, and over a lunch, we started talking about feeding the hungry. And from that meeting, it was just over a burger. We started, and today we're sitting here and we've fed over 3.5 million people. Wow. And what's really been great about this is we've evolved, and we've gone from just giving away food to actually preparing food. And this last year, with the help of the University of Washington, Seattle Pacific University, and Western Washington culinary teams, we were able to prepare a meal for over 3,000 people in Seattle. What's nice about this is it gives us something to do, and we're continuing to get better at it. And today, one of our other partners, a longtime friend of ours, Larson Allen, out of the Pizza area, they're the largest ag accounting firm in the nation, has joined us. And what we're going to do is, along with the potatoes and everything else we've given, we're going to give an additional 500 of these bags or these meals out for Thanksgiving. That should feed about another 3,000 people here in Spokane.
Yeah.
What makes this possible is it's just not one group working together. It's several people, it's several groups. Sodexo and National Frozen Foods and McCain Foods and Cisco and Food Services of America, and of course Larson Allen. I mean, we're a great group, and we're having a lot of fun doing this, and we look forward to doing this for a lot of years in the future. Anyway, today it's my privilege to introduce Lisa Brown.